done pretty well. They've hit it out of the park with this program. How much money do you think Unilever in revenue has driven with this program? Anybody want to guess? How about $100 million in sales growth? Okay.
So would you call it CSR?
Yes.
Or just marketing strategy?
No, it's a CSR because they actually created the opportunity. They set up the program themselves. It's their program.
They're marketing their own product.
Yes. Yes.
So it is marketing strategy.
It's beyond it. That's just a part of it. That's just a part of it. Okay, because when you look at it in the short term, under tangible, what happened? They employed 42,000 women. It's actually bigger. It's 48 now. That's what they did in the short term, very tangible. We know we just employed 48,000 women. Well, that turned in for us, once we employed them, gave them our products, and they go out and sold them, we sold $100 million worth of business. New business that was out there, but what was the issue long term? For us, we couldn't get the products out there ourselves. It would have cost us more than $100 million to develop the infrastructure. So we said, let's do central distribution. They come and pick it up within the villages. They get it out there. They resell it in their little stores. So that's a long-term solution. On the social aspect, do you think the products that they are selling are healthy and helping the community? Absolutely. Whether, it's medical, it's health and beauty aids, all of those things, yes. It's better with the life of improvement in rural India, isn't it? Okay. So now what's the intangible ones? Well, the education and training. We've got to teach all of them. You can't put a price on that. That's not coming back to you. That's coming back in sales. What's the other intangible? Hey, do you guys think that Unilever is a good company with this program? Yeah. What is that worth? That's an intangible. I can't tell you. I know it's worth something because at the end of the day, products come and go, but brands last forever. That's why that guy got the 2015 Business Peacekeeper of the Year award. What's the other intangible? Support for rural entrepreneurship. Empowering, especially women, right? Who is usually the center of the universe in the family, most of the time. And brand loyalty. So when people move from without the rural and they come back in, hey, it's like Colgate. I love Colgate. I am so brand loyal to Colgate. I told my wife, don't you ever bring another brand of toothpaste in here, even if it costs more. Just because I believe in them. And I love supporting them. That's brand loyalty. I fly Emirates. There's a reason. It's brand loyalty. So can you click on this, please? Can you, this is a video. Where's the, oops, let me back up. Just double click on this. Is the audio on? Do we have audio for this?
Colgate cares about the world around us, the communities we serve, the planet that is our home. This is the story about how Colgate people are caring for the planet and meeting our sustainability goals by reducing the amount of waste that
I click back because this is not the... Yeah. Just bring this. Okay. Can you?
Let me play that one, the one which is showing there, right? This is what you
That's what I want, yep. I can't do this. Go to the full screen. But what I wanted to show you was what Colgate did in rural Africa is they worked with an individual that created a roundabout. Do you know what a roundabout is? The kids go on it and they go around like this.
Merry-go-round.
It's a merry-go-round, exactly. Well, in the middle of the merry-go-round, there's a pump. So as the kids are running around in circles like this, they're generating what? The pump. The pump is bringing water up and putting it into a water storage container that the village comes over and takes it for clean water. Okay? Why would Colgate be involved in water? What do you need to brush your teeth? That's part of it. Okay? You need a toothbrush, toothpaste, and you need water. So without the water, there's no toothbrush, there's nothing. So they wanted to have clean water in order to do this. So clean water in India is a major issue. It is probably the number one reason for children under the age of 5, their death rate is because of poor water, right? So this is a big opportunity for a company like Colgate. Again, they have to do short-term, long-term. So when you have your CSR program, do this. Do it now. Even if you're running it through your HR department, do it now. I want to know long-term, short-term, tangible, intangible. And then relook at it so you can figure that out. Here's the other problem, is that currently corporations today, what are they doing? They're reporting on their corporate social responsibility program. It's part of their annual report. Why are they doing it? Well, guess what? Since the internet, there are 100,000 social watchdog agencies. What does that mean? They're watching you, and if you screw up or you say something you did and you really didn't, they're going to come after you. It's happened to a lot of companies. It's happened to Apple. It's happened to major corporations. So transparent and getting up front of it is very, very, very important. So if you have your program, you need to start reporting on it. They also report on it for what? For their stakeholders, their shareholders, for their investors. They want to see what's going on with that money. Is it contributing to the bottom line? A survey of 250 business owner reports, 75% said the number of advocacy groups collecting information on them has increased in the past 3 years. We're watching you. We're watching you. That's what that says. But the same 75% says, you know what? We've increased the amount of information we're putting out there. Why? You want to have your information out there first. If you're reacting, you're in a defensive position. As a basketball coach, you want to be in an offensive position. I coach basketball. So that is the reason you want to be out there and be telling your stories. 63% believe they have sufficient information about the sources and the composition of their products to service and satisfy their customers. That's big. And I'm sure you guys are the same way. That when you look at the products, that whether you're B2C or B2B, that you can connect to the consumer. Somehow, you should be able to do that. 2/3 of those leaders admit that they don't understand their customers' CSR. That's a scary number. That's a scary number. That's the top-down initiative that we want to work with. It's a disconnect. So, what is not measured is not managed. 84% of the CFOs acknowledge a link between CSR performance and financial results of the company. So a good CSR program is good for your company. Sustainability is often being operationalized. The accountability, 44% to the CEO, 12% to the directors, taken over by the COO and the CFOs. 61% of the CFOs indicate their influence on sustainability in the organization will increase. So, the bottom line for CSR is the bottom line, right? That's what it comes out to. That's what it's saying, is that it's going to be a key part of your organization's financial structure. It's extremely important the CEO truly believes in a sustainable business and provides the vision. Once on one hand, measuring the progress is important, it really is, but the other is, the organization's behavior. If you do not have it set up in your organization as an earn and just today as a spend, you really don't have a good CSR. Companies' P&L accounts have to have separate CSR. This was the Times of India just recently said that. So your reporting here in India, right, is changed. Very important. It's actually a good thing. I think it's good for you if you have a CSR program that you want to take a strong look at it. You're beginning to understand that, to have a sustainable strategy, you've got to have the financial materials that are involved in it. You've got to focus on the outcomes. Now, this is very important. Your CSR program may affect 48,000 women like it's happening with Unilever. But do not lose the fact that your CSR program can help one woman. Okay? In this picture, I was asked, this is very important, ladies, I was asked by Susan G. Komen if I would start a program, because this woman in this picture had to choose between drugs for her breast cancer or food for her children. No woman should ever have to make that choice. So your CSR program, it's not about the top line. It's also about the one person. You saved one life. To me, that's worth $1 million. Okay? I know we're talking about CSR and financial, and we got to earn and not spend, but don't lose what Mother Teresa said. Don't lose that this fact happens. I tell you, this broke my heart. I was at a function with Susan Komen, and the director pulled me over and says, Dan, I need your help. And I said, what? I said, you're doing great things with us. You're creating the awareness and all that, but you're in the food business. Can we come up with a program that we can give free food to these types of individuals? Of course. How about this? And Latika's not here, but her daughter Bonnie started this program where she brings food that is not being used at restaurants, maybe getting thrown away. It's nothing that's coming off the plate. It's stuff that's in the back room that's not presentable or fresh enough to put on the plate, and it's going to get thrown away. Her and her team goes and picks up the food and brings it to the flyways, underneath to the people that need it. In a small way, a 16-year-old woman created an unbelievable program, a charity. Could that go under your CSR program? Can we help all those children and all those people that are starving there? No. The answer is no. Realistically, we cannot do it. But you know what? If everybody in the room just took one, and it just multiplies out, focus on the outcome, that this program can come down to the number one, the one person you're going to have. Learn from others. There's plenty of materials that you can get and start learning today. You can go to the Global Reporting Initiative. These two organizations are great. They actually follow you. They have a Twitter feed. There's plenty of information there for you to get. I mean, you know what? We all are going to school. It's lifelong learning, right? We all can learn. Listen to your stakeholders. Create the conversation. Small focus groups. I do that all the time. I always use these words. What do you think? Get the feedback. It's not all about my CSR program. It's everybody's CSR program. Listen to them. Create the communication. Back out to them. Let people know what's going on. Build your brand equity. The role of trust is paramount. Don't undervalue the stories. I got to tell you, the biggest challenge you're going to have in your CSR program is engaging who? The people that are selling your products, that are putting it out there. You'll have no problem on the production end, that end. The biggest end is that sales end of it. How can they help your company grow your CSR brand? That's what you need to do. Now, look at these companies. These are the 2014 CSR winners. Google, Microsoft, Walt Disney, BMW, Apple, Lego, Volkswagen, Intel, Rolex, Mercedes. Yeah, they're big companies. So I got to ask you this. You think they're making money on the CSR program? Of course. And they're big. And everybody thinks they're great. Right? So you got to innovate. I'm going to skip over this. There's reasons why companies fail. We've already talked of, and I don't want to keep going too long, but you're going to be able to get this deck. But I want to show you something. To go to this slide. There's the 10 companies again. This is a very important slide. 8 out of those 10 are in the Fortune Top 40 World's Most Admired Companies. Is it a coincidence? No. That is a strategy.